And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
Here on the 5, the Clippers have to start the second. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Smith in at the 3. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And Westbrook, here we go. Chris Paul grabs the miss. For the Clippers, you think of Lob City, and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a Watt.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
And good on the basket. Book it. And it's 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Ball again. It's Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Redick kicks to Griffin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Griffin's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, let's take a look at how Oklahoma City ranked in the league last year. First in rebounding, first in second chance points, and they were one of the NBA's top 5 up-tempo teams. I mean, their pace of play really brisk. Only a few squads scored more on the fast break than they did.
And you touched on their rebounding, just prolific in that area. Tremendous energy and physicality when attacking the glass.
And the Clippers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Pushing it up. Here's Durant. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now the Clippers moving it up. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Redick passes to Smith. The dish to Griffin. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Cole Aldrich is checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Crawford in for Josh Smith. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Up top, Stevenson. No luck. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And the Clippers making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Took him no time at all on that one. Durant's got 12.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Pierce kicks to Stevenson. Off target from outside. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
Another miss by Stevenson.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.